Yo, what's up, guys? I wanted to come at you with a review for a movie that just came out today called Hereditary. And I'm sure everyone familiar with my channel or in the horror community at all has already seen Hereditary and whatever. But this is more of a review just on the movie and the Blu-ray itself. Now, I'll get in like a little synopsis of this. Essentially, it's a family that is dealing with a lot of loss. I don't want to give anything away, but there's a lot of loss in this family, and it's basically them dealing with it. And Tony Collette kind of goes to like a self help group type thing and meets someone and introduces her to a seance, and it kind of brings some stuff into the house and all that. So that's all I'm going to leave it as far as that goes. I literally don't want to give anything away, especially for this movie. I think what's better, less said about this movie, the better for people that haven't seen it, because the less you know, the more you're going to enjoy this movie. Now, my personal opinion on it, best horror movie of the year I've seen so far, independent or mainstream. It's a 10 out of 10 movie for me, and it's one of the rare occasions for me personally that the hype lived up to the movie lived up to the hype. Now, I'm a huge fan of satanic kind of movies and stuff, and this definitely has a huge satanic feel to it. I thought this was like horror done right. It's a really slow burn, and the scares are really effective. What I could compare this to the most as far as pacing and scare effectiveness is the Black Coat's Daughter put out recently. But this has more scares than the Black Coat's Daughter. And like The Witch, it just has that kind of eeriness like that. It is made by A24, who put out both of those movies. But yeah, the performances all around are amazing. Tony Collette gives an amazing performance. The Alex Wolff, who plays the son, another amazing performance. It's just a perfect film. I literally can't praise this enough. I think, and when the scares happen, to me, they're truly pretty creepy. I've heard a lot of people shitting on this movie, and I've heard people praising it, so it's one of those really dividing movies. You either love it or hate it. For example, I saw it in theaters, I loved it with a passion, and I convinced my aunt to go see it, and she hated it. So, it's one of those movies. I think you have to be like a really big horror fan to really appreciate it. I think the modern audience would find it kind of boring. I don't know. I don't see how people could hate it, but I could see why people may find it a little boring or whatever, but I loved it. You know what I mean? I'm really excited to see what Ari Aster has planned next as far as movies go, because this is 2 hours and 7 minutes, and to me it pretty much breezes by. I think the house, everything, the colors of everything, the camera work, I thought is awesome, beautiful. Um, just there's an overall sinister, dreadful vibe to this movie that I really dig, and I think this movie should definitely be seen. I think it should be bought, but if you can only see it on Redbox, definitely see it. It's amazing. Now, as far as the Blu-ray goes, the transfer was beautiful. I actually liked it better watching it at home than I did in the theater, and that's because there was a lot of annoying kids when I was seeing this in theaters that kind of ruined it a little bit. But yeah, the scares were definitely more effective when I was watching this by myself at home. But the transfer to this movie is really good. Like, for some reason, it looked better to me than it did in the theaters. I noticed a lot of stuff that I didn't notice when I saw it in theaters, especially towards the end. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from anything spoiler-wise, but yeah, there's some like scenes at the end where I've noticed some stuff in the background after my rewatch. Um, so yeah, 10 out of 10, I can't give it enough praise. One downfall about this Blu-ray that pisses me off a little bit is the fact that there's no commentary track for this Blu-ray. That's an easy special feature to make for Blu-rays, and most movies, when they're new, are able to have it. Like a bunch of them, like Blair Witch, stuff like that, stuff that didn't do too good or whatever, will have a commentary track. But like this and the remake of It and stuff, there's no commentaries, which to me is insanely stupid. But yeah, so there's no commentary. There is a 20-minute kind of little feature called Curse, the True Nature of Hereditary, and it's Ari Aster kind of going around the background of what made him want to make the movie and his influences and all that. It has a deleted scene and a photo gallery. So really skimpy on the features. I wish they would have made a commentary, especially for this movie. I would have really loved to hear his thoughts throughout the whole movie. But yeah, definitely give this one a pick it up. And I'm going to link my buddy BDG Reviews channel down below. And that's only because we have a podcast called Tumbling Podcasts of Flesh. And we actually did a deep dive kind of episode on Hereditary when we both saw it in theaters. But tonight, actually, we're going to be doing a commentary for this movie. So that'll be up on his channel tomorrow. So if you do get this Blu-ray and you want to hear a commentary on it by two fans of the movie, definitely check out that commentary. So I'll link his channel down below. And, you know, if you subscribe, you'll get all the... you'll pretty much get all the updates or, you know, future commentaries and podcast episodes we do on that channel. Because we're in the middle of doing commentaries for Puppet Master series and all that. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up as far as that goes. But, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Definitely give this movie a watch. It's amazing. Beautiful movie. Anyways, guys, peace.